So I started my business a long time ago with $10,000, gumption, and a whole lot of naivete. Is that how you pronounce the word?
Naivete.
There you go. Gerri Willis is with us. Now, here's the thing. After a couple of years, you know the old hockey stick thing? It was flat, flat, flat. Then it really started to grow. I'm feeling pretty good about everything. Then one day, this IRS agent busts through the door, flashes his badge, and looks at me and says, "You owe us 50 grand. Things got a little ugly there. Then he said, "Listen, we can come back with the authorities." I said, "Never mind. Sit down. What's the problem?" Well, it turns out they said I couldn't count my employees as independent contractors. Needless to say, I really fought this thing. I fought very hard. I was in Lower Manhattan, went to Staten Island, found out it was really 70 grand. Went back to Staten Island, found out it was 150 grand. Went back. Ultimately, I paid $200,000 out of my own pocket. I was hit completely out of left field. But imagine the business owner or executive who might receive a letter from the IRS 2 decades later about a similar situation and that he or she owes those back taxes. Our very own Gerri Willis joins us now with her take on this issue.
Ouch. $200,000. You're killing me.
And it's
here.
like, I was just starting a bit. We were just starting to make money. By the way, I found out who my friends were. None.
That's horrible. Let me tell you this story. So it's Beeler versus the commissioner. These folks were involved with a business that did not pay its payroll taxes. You think not paying your income taxes gets you in a lot of hot water? Don't pay your payroll taxes. You are screwed. These people, the IRS came after them 30 years. 30 years after the event. Now, they had to cough up tens of thousands of dollars. And here's the thing you need to know if you're a small business operator out there. If you're somebody the IRS considers a responsible person, and this doesn't just mean the guy who signs the paychecks. You could be on the board. You could have a minority interest in the company. You are on the hook, personally liable if they don't pay payroll
What if you're
taxes.
like the accountant or
everybody? Yes.
All of these people.
All these people.
So,
now, let me just tell you, if you're a small business operator, you probably pay somebody to do this work for you. You have to get over that person's shoulder and make sure they're doing the right thing because ultimately you are liable.
But also as the accountant, I mean, I may do the paperwork and say, "Here you go, Mr. Jones," and Mr. Jones never cuts the check. You mean they could come after me 30 years later? Golly. And something like this happened to you, Jim.
I'd like to say the IRS is treating nothing but fairly.
It's too late to pander.
I was involved in
I
was involved in a situation where they despite my lack of control and being truly a minority shareholder, they went after everybody. They want their money, and they didn't go to just the control parties. They went to everybody looking for that money years after that company actually had failed.
So go ahead, Johnny.
No, I was just going to add, I think that, I've seen this with especially small businesses where, they're coming in, they're looking to hire employees, and whether they use them as a contractor and put them on permanently, they really need to be careful about making sure they pay those payroll taxes. Working with the service is so important. But many companies, I think young entrepreneurs, they don't realize sometimes the trouble they're getting themselves
into. Social Security, friends. They care deeply about this. Make sure you pay it.
Oh, thanks a lot for jumping all over this. This is something, it impacts every single person. Like I said, I found out personally the hard way. Gerri, it's great seeing you.
Good to see you.
Dan, we'll see you tomorrow, buddy.
All right.